Hi everyone, this is BotPlayerAI, and let's go to today's news. Microsoft is partnering with linktr.ee, a company that specializes in generative AI models for character development, to create new tools for Xbox game developers. The tools will allow developers to create AI-powered characters, stories, and quests that can adapt to the player's choices and actions. The partnership will span multiple years and include an AI design copilot system that Xbox developers can use to create detailed scripts, dialogue trees, quest lines, and more. The system will leverage Microsoft's cloud-based AI solutions, such as Azure OpenAI Service, and Microsoft Research's insights into the future of play. According to Haiyan Zhang, General Manager of Gaming AI at Xbox, the partnership will help Xbox revolutionize accessible and responsible creator tools for all developers. At Xbox, we believe that with better tools, creators can make even more extraordinary games, Zhang said in a statement. In-World AI is a company that has been working with generative AI models for character development since 2019. The company's mission is to empower storytellers and game creators with AI tools that can generate realistic and engaging characters, narratives, and worlds. The partnership between Xbox and In-World AI is expected to have a significant impact on the gaming industry, as it will enable developers to create more immersive and interactive games that can respond to the player's preferences and actions. The AI tools will also help developers save time and resources, as they will be able to generate content faster and more efficiently. However, the partnership may also face some challenges and criticisms, as some game developers and players may be concerned about the ethical and creative implications of using AI to create games. Some may argue that AI will replace human creativity and agency, or that AI will create content that is harmful or offensive. Therefore, Xbox and In-World AI will have to ensure that their AI tools are transparent, accountable, and respectful of the diverse and inclusive values of the gaming community. Sony has announced that it will be ending support for X/Twitter integration on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 on November 13. This means that players will not be able to view or share any content from the social media platform on their consoles, including screenshots, videos, trophies, and other gameplay activities. The reason for this change has not been officially confirmed by Sony, but it is likely related to the increased cost of using the X API, which was introduced by the new owner of the platform, Elon Musk, in 2022. The API changes have also affected other platforms, such as Xbox and Windows Game Bar, which disabled X integration in April. Players who want to share their content on X will have to use alternative methods, such as the PlayStation mobile app or a USB drive. Half-Life is one of the most influential and acclaimed first-person shooters of all time, but it could have had a very different name. In a new YouTube series, level designer Dario Casali shares some behind-the-scenes stories and documents from the development of the game, including a list of potential names that Valve considered before settling on Half-Life. According to Casali, when he joined Valve in mid-1996, the game was already codenamed Quiver, after the Arrowhead military base from Stephen King's novel The Mist, which was one of the inspirations for the game's setting and atmosphere. However, the studio was not satisfied with the codename and wanted to find a more suitable title for the game. Casali shows a document that lists some of the possible names that were suggested by the developers, divided into two categories, the most popular ones and the ones that were still in the running. The document dates back to early 1997, more than a year before the game's release in November 1998. The most popular names on the list were Bent, Dirt, Lead, Pressure, Pressure Chamber, Pressure Pit, and Screwed. These names reflect the game's themes of science gone wrong, alien invasion, and survival horror, as well as the game's dark and gritty tone. However, none of these names would become the final choice for the game. The second list of names includes some more familiar ones, such as Half-Life, without the hyphen, Fallout, Free Radical, and Crysis, along with various variations of the latter, such as Crysis, Crysis, and Crysis. These names suggest a more sci-fi and action-oriented approach to the game, as well as some references to physics and chemistry. Interestingly, some of these names would later be used by other games and developers in the industry. Fallout is the name of a popular post-apocalyptic RPG series by Interplay and Bethesda, which debuted in 1997, a year before Half-Life. However, Casali explains that Valve probably did not know about Fallout's existence or its final name at the time, since the game was originally called Vault 13, a GURPS post-nuclear role-playing game, and only changed its name shortly before its release. Crysis is the name of a sci-fi shooter series by Crytek, which started in 2007, almost a decade after Half-Life. Crytek was founded in 1999 by former members of a German studio called Anonix, which had no apparent connection to Valve. Crysis is also known for its advanced graphics and physics engine, which pushed the boundaries of PC hardware at the time. Free Radical was the name of a British developer founded in 1999 by former employees of Rare, the studio behind GoldenEye 007 and Perfect Dark, two of the most influential console shooters of the 90s. Free Radical was best known for its Timesplitter series, which was a spiritual successor to GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, as well as its Star Wars Battlefront and Haze games. In 2009, Free Radical was acquired by Crytek and renamed Crytek UK, creating an ironic link between two of the potential names for Half-Life. Ultimately, Valve decided to name the game Half-Life, with a hyphen, which is a term that describes the time required for a quantity of a radioactive substance to decay by half. The name fits the game's premise of a nuclear physicist who accidentally causes a resonance cascade that opens a portal to another dimension, unleashing a horde of hostile aliens and triggering a military cover-up. The name also implies a sense of urgency and danger, as well as a hint of irony, since the protagonist, Gordon Freeman, is fighting for his life and the fate of the world. Half-Life would go on to become a huge success, both critically and commercially, winning over 50 Game of the Year awards and selling over 10 million copies. The game would also spawn several sequels, spin-offs, and mods, such as Half-Life 2, Half-Life Alyx, Counter-Strike, and Portal, creating a rich and diverse franchise that is still beloved by fans and influential to developers today. According to Nintendo president Shuntaro Furukawa, the recent reports about the Switch 2 are not accurate and do not reflect the company's plans. During a press conference that followed the release of the company's latest financial results, Furukawa addressed two of the most prominent rumors about the Switch 2, that it was shown to developers at Gamescom 2023, and that it had a dual-screen design based on a patent filed by Nintendo. Furukawa denied both claims, saying that the rumors online that appear to be public information are not accurate and that this does not necessarily mean we plan to equip future products with this. Furukawa's statements seem to contradict the reports from credible sources such as Eurogamer and VGC, who claimed that Nintendo had privately demoed the Switch 2 to select developers at Gamescom 2023, and that the device was capable of running games at 4K 60 frames per second and using Unreal Engine 5. The patent for the dual-screen design, which was published in October 2023, also sparked speculation that the Switch 2 would have a similar feature to the Nintendo DS and 3DS. Nintendo has a history of denying rumors before officially announcing new products, such as the 3DS XL and the Switch OLED. Therefore, fans should not lose hope that the Switch 2 will eventually be revealed, perhaps in 2024 or later. The plot details of Silent Hill, the short message, a previously leaked but unconfirmed title, have been revealed by the Australian Classification Board in its annual report. The report describes the game as an exploration-based psychological horror game in which players control characters in an apartment building called the Villa in modern-day Germany and warns of strong suicide themes and horror violence. The game's protagonist is a young woman named Anita, who is searching for clues about what happened to her friend, who mysteriously disappeared after sending her a short message. The game will feature first-person gameplay and will involve exploring the villa, which is haunted by disturbing visions and creatures. The game was given an MA15+ rating, which means it is legally restricted to people over the age of 15 for having a strong impact rating. Silent Hill, the short message was first leaked in September 2022 by the South Korean Ratings Board, which listed the game as a PlayStation 5 exclusive. Konami, the publisher of the Silent Hill franchise, has not officially announced or confirmed the existence of the short message, nor has it commented on the recent plot leaks. Ubisoft has announced a new round of layoffs that affects 124 of its employees, mostly based in Canada. The company said that the decision was made to streamline our operations and enhance our collective efficiency, and that it does not impact the production teams. According to Ubisoft, the layoffs are part of a reorganization of its Canadian studio's general and administrative functions and a reduction of headcount in Hybrid, its VFX studio based in Montreal, and in its global IT team. The company said that these changes are aimed at better positioning itself for success in the long term and that it is providing comprehensive support for the affected employees. The layoffs at Ubisoft are not the first or the last in the gaming industry, which has seen a wave of mass job losses in the past year and a half. Several other major companies, such as Bungie, Epic Games, CD Projekt Red, and Embracer Group, have also announced or implemented layoffs, closures, or restructuring of their studios or teams. Mass Effect fans have been eagerly awaiting any news about the next installment of the popular sci-fi RPG series, and BioWare has finally delivered some hints on N7 Day, the annual celebration of the franchise. This year, BioWare posted a countdown on EA's website, which led to a site with a mysterious message about an encrypted distress signal from Andromeda, the setting of the latest Mass Effect game. The site also featured a short video clip showing someone wearing N7 boots, possibly hinting at the return of Shepard or a new character with the same rank. The site also contained a hidden code that fans quickly decoded to Oculon, which was a pre-release concept name for Mass Effect. The site also revealed a date, 2819, which is the year the Arks arrived in the Helios cluster in Mass Effect, Andromeda. That's all the news for today, November 7, 2023. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. The links to all the subjects discussed in this video are available in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.